If you're being asked to factor by grouping, normally what's going to happen is you'll have you'll have four terms. It needs to be four terms if you're going to use this process. But the idea is you're going to take your expression and write it in standard form. Okay, so you'll write it in standard form and remove any common factors first. That includes any negative signs. Okay, you don't want your leading coefficient to be a negative on this. Once you rewrite it in standard form, what you're then going to do is you're going to group each pair of terms together. And you're going to remove a common factor from each of those pairings. Okay, so if I'm looking to perform this step on the example right here, in this first pair of terms, I can remove a 3 and an x squared. That's going to leave me an x and a minus 2. And I'm going to do the same thing with my second pair of terms. I'm going to remove any common factors. I can remove a common factor of 5, and that leaves me with an x minus 2. Now, if I've done this right and the expression is factorable, you should see a common binomial factor. So the next step is to remove that common binomial factor. Okay, so if I take that out, what's going to be left is these two other factors, the 3x squared and the plus 5, are going to form the terms of your other binomial. Okay, so after you remove the common binomial factor, the remaining factors are going to form the terms of the other binomial. Okay, so here I write my 3x squared and my plus 5, and that gives me my factored form. If I'm looking at this expression, the first thing I do is write it in standard form. It's already done. I'm then going to group each pair of terms, and I'm going to remove a common factor from each pair. So from the first pair, I can remove a p squared, leaving p plus 1. From the second pair, I can remove a plus 7, again leaving p plus 1. If I've done this right, I should have a common binomial factor. The p plus 1 comes out. And then my remaining factors of p squared and plus 7, p squared and plus 7, are going to form the terms of my other binomial factor. So first step, rewrite in standard form, already done. Next, you're going to group your terms and remove common factors from each pair. So I can remove a 7x squared from the first pair, leaving an x and a minus 12. From the second pair, I can remove a positive 2, leaving an x minus 12. Again, if I've done it right, I should have a common binomial factor, which I then remove. And the remaining factors here of 7x squared and plus 2 become the terms of that other binomial factor.